It's been over 2 decades since the U.S. sled hockey team shocked the world in Salt Lake City and made history by becoming the first Paralympic American team to capture the gold medal. They defied all the odds while inspiring everyone and paving the way for future generations. With a Boston Bruins legend as their head coach, it's one of the greatest stories never told until now. So join us as we unveil this incredible journey to fame, and I'm talking Hall of Fame. Former Boston Bruins captain Rick Middleton and assistant coach Tom Moulton were given a challenge when they were asked to guide the 2002 men's Olympic sled hockey team. Comprised of athletes with disabilities, the team's resilience and determination led to another miracle on ice story when they unexpectedly captured the gold in Salt Lake City that year. It's a story few know about, but the team's success inspired a new generation of sled hockey players and increased participation in the sport. We caught up with both Coach Middleton and Coach Moulton at UNH to hear this dramatic story of achievement. I am very honored to be in the company of 2 Hall of Famers. Incredible. So Rick and Tommy, I want to have you take us back to 2001. Rick, I'll start with you just to say about the call and how you actually got involved.
Yeah, I was just at home in Hampton when I got a call from a good buddy of mine. The next thing out of his mouth was, you know, I heard that the U.S. national sled hockey team was looking for a coach. Their coach had quit in the World Championships, and would you be interested? And then he said, you do know what sled hockey is, right? And I thought if I said no, he'd say, well, never mind. So I said, yeah, oh yeah, I had no clue. I had never seen it, but I figured hockey, Paralympics. I wanted to hear more. How
did you come to choose Tommy as your assistant coach once you got the job?
When they finally called me and said, you know, you're ordained as the head coach finally, I had him in the back of my mind because I told them, kind of like Herb Brooks, I wanted to choose my own assistant coach. I don't want you telling me who. And because I wanted somebody that was close to me, that loved the game, that I know the guys would love, and we could watch films, you know, not somebody in another city or anything.
Tommy, what was your initial reaction when he asked you to be his assistant coach?
I got recruited in the parking lot of the Hampton Post Office. Rick and I usually get together, and he's walking out, and I'm walking in the Parkley starts, and he asked me, would you like to be my assistant coach in the sled hockey team? My first answer was, what's sled hockey? Let me just check the schedule, and it didn't take me long to say yes, and as a result, it's probably one of the best decisions other than my children being born, one of the greatest things I've been involved in.
Talk about the learning curve, like what you knew about it once you got the coach, your assistant coach, the learning curve for both of you.
We got a chance to watch some tapes, and we saw how bad they were as a team. I saw, you know, some of the guys had some good talent, but as a team, they never had the puck. So we decided to, with that really helped us come up with a plan and a system where the fellas that had the talent weren't bored doing it, and guys that had to learn from scratch pretty much could do it. So somewhere in the middle, and it turned out to be an advantage in the long run, I think, that we didn't have to play anyone. We didn't have to travel anywhere. We could just go and focus on our own game every month, 4 days in a city where the guys live.
Why did you say yes, both of you?
Well, I had played in international hockey before in the Canada Cup tournaments, so I understood how those tournaments worked. It was short term, and you train and you get the team together, and hopefully, you know, it wasn't a dream team. It turned out to be a dream team,
right.
But it wasn't going in.
Right.
And, you know, to get these guys to play together and hopefully maybe get a bronze medal, get into the bronze medal game. That was what we talked about.
One of the advantages, we had no sense of ourselves from top to bottom. And you know, we watched tapes. I remember being in Dallas watching the tapes in the hotel room. Really opened our eyes on what we could do to just improve our odds of at least showing up better and doing a better job. We were ranked last. The only reason we were in the tournament because it was in the United States. Any other country, this team wouldn't even been invited. It went Canada, Norway, Sweden, Japan, to be determined, which was Estonia, and then the United States.
Wow.
So like Rick was just saying, we were kind of in stealth mode. Nobody knew who we were. And we ran the table. We went 5-0. and beat Norway in a shootout for the gold medal. It was unbelievable.
When we come back, we'll hear from players who were a big part of that inspirational team and find out more about their glory to gold. This episode of Outside the Fame is brought to you by Northeast Passage. Define, pursue, and achieve.
We needed a lot of work in '98 and leading up to '02, and we finally found someone who could point us in the right direction and harness our talent, because we had some talented guys. We didn't know what we were doing at the time. We had no idea what the impact of that team would have just on the sport in general in the U.S. And from that day forward, the sport has taken off and the grassroots have taken off, and kids start playing the sport when they're 3, 4, 5 years old. And as you can see now, the U.S. team just dominates now. And that's what we started, and that's a cool legacy.
It's a dream come true. I mean, everybody goes to the Olympics and Paralympics, with the goal of winning a gold medal, but not everybody can. To know that you actually accomplished that, even today, I got to pinch myself to, remind me that it's real.
So on to the gold medal game. Now tell me, what did you say to the team? What did you guys say to the team before the gold medal game started?
Tell them your line.
What's your line?
If we've come this far, if we don't win, this is going to suck.
That was the motivation right
That's so
there.
Herb Brooks-like.
Well,
You're going to regret it the rest of
your
your
life.
life.
I mean, you could be lying in your beds that says you got to leave it all out on the ice. If you know you gave 110%, at least you won't regret it, but it will not be good if we don't win. We've come this far. It was a dream come true to even be in that game. Everybody came out of the woodwork, right, Rick?
It was the largest crowd, I think, to this day to see a sled. 8,317 people, I believe. They opened up the top rung of the East Center. So our guys had never been in a game of that magnitude. They had been. They won the gold in Nagano. They lost the World Championships to Canada in 2000. So they've been in these, meaning Norway, in these games before.
In their own country.
But we had the hometown, the flags waving.
It was electric. It really was. It was like nothing I've ever seen.
But you guys, you got off to a quick start, though.
Actually, we got down 1-0. First time we were down in the whole tournament, but it was really early, and we weren't really worried too much. And then good old Joel Howard came through late in the first to put us up. We came out, we were all over them, but we tired. We had a power play at the beginning of the second period we scored on, so we were sailing. But then they made it 3-2. They just kept coming, and what we were told, that when they get in tough games, meaning Norway, they cut their bench down to 7 guys. Now you got to remember, they're playing the whole game out there. I think their captain Bjornstad never left the ice. Yeah. So if he wasn't off the ice, Sylvester Fliss wasn't off the ice. But they had been there, like I said, and they kept pressing and pressing. If it wasn't for Manny Guerra in the third period, we would have lost the game. He kept us in. They scored another one in the third to tie it. It was forced overtime.
After Norway ties it up, then what are you saying to your team?
I'm telling you, I could just feel it like slipping away. I'm telling you, it's like really like, well, we're tired. They keep coming at us. Then the fatigue, that's when you make mistakes, right?
What happened was these guys were lying on the floor. They were dead tired between the second and third. The third period was probably our worst period. But they got their second win going into overtime. Athletes do that sometimes. Even if you're tired, you still know you have something
deep.
left.
Yeah, you know that.
And they got their second win, and we had some scoring chances. They had some scoring chances. It was a good overtime. And then Joe took the hit of the century from the biggest player in sled hockey, hit him, knocked him 3 feet in the air. Ravelstad got a penalty for it. With a little over a minute left, we couldn't score on the power play, which forced a shootout. And a little rule that I didn't know.
I was going to say unfamiliar territory.
I didn't know. I don't know to this day if it's even in the Olympics in the able-bodied hockey, is if your penalty is not up by the end of regulation, you can't be used in the shootout. Oh. So Ravelstad, he had a bomb, and they couldn't use him in the shootout, and we won by a goal.
I don't want to be remiss and say how you actually won the game.
It was a 5-man shootout, but we lost the flip, so we had to go first. And Sylvester Fliss, who scored 11 goals in 5 games with 3 hat tricks for us, went first, and he missed. I'm like, uh-oh. And their captain scored, And then Joe went and scored to tie it 1-1, but their second shooter scored on a really nice move. Manny had to come over to the bench. So I had to say something to Manny, so I looked down at him, I said, Manny, are you gonna stop one? And he goes, oh yeah. I said,
Sound advice, Coach.
Now be a good time.
Now would be a good time.
I might have used different language, but I said, now be a good time. And he stopped the next three. Kip St. Germain went to work and put us up 3-2. Manny made the save on the fourth shooter.
Here's Hagelin, in on goal. Hagelin shoots, missed the net. The U.S. has won the gold medal.
I saw the picture, and I don't even remember running on the ice. My feet are not on the ice. I'm in midair, and I just dove onto Manny. And then the medal, handing out the medals, right? And then the national anthem. We just wanted to take in every minute because, you know, once it's over, it's over. Yeah. We're not playing another 80 games together.
There's no other feeling being on the ice, watching your flag being flown and playing, knowing that you were part of it. Yeah. I still get teared up when I hear the national anthem today. Yeah. It brings you right back on the ice in that moment. It's beautiful.
It was a celebration for the ages and a win for the 2002 U.S. men's sled hockey team that solidified sled hockey's place in the Paralympic movement. So the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic and the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame all recognize the impact of the historic achievement, honoring the team with inductions. Were you surprised, Rick, at all that you got the call for the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame?
Well, it happened to be on my 71st birthday, so it was awesome. And just, you know, the people that we went in with also, you know, Kevin Stevens being one of them.
When we went to Pittsburgh and the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame, they all gave us this trophy, which is a beautiful piece of crystal and certainly a very precious memory of mine.
So obviously one of the most magical days of both of your lives. So just tell me some of the awards and recognition that you guys got from that incredible journey.
Well, the first one we got was 22 years later. We got in the Olympic Hall of Fame. We had the team, which was great. So we went out to Colorado Springs. We're kind of enshrined at the museum, which is nice. I can take my grandchildren there. And then 2 years later, we got into the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame in Pittsburgh. We were inducted last year. Sometimes at a pinch, I says, boy, all the people I know, I don't know anybody that's in 2 Hall of Fames. And then, you know.
Some of you guys 3.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That's what you got from the Olympic Hall of Fame.
Yep, right here.
That beautiful trophy.
Nice,
and then around your neck you have something really bling-like. I don't know, what's that?
Yeah, it's a gold medal.
That's the gold medal from
Salt Lake City.
So that's what you all got awarded that game.
Yeah,
that's
which is nice.
Beautiful. Yeah. I think gold looks good on me too. So I have Joe Howard's. I'm gonna put it on too.
Looks good on you.
I did not earn this, however, but it's very, very nice. Yes, borrowing it from my friend. And you got some memorabilia.
Like well, just over all these years, I had to dig a little because I put everything away, including this coat. That's why
Which
it looks
still
so
fits
good.
you both. I love it.
Right?
Yeah. This is what you're wearing.
But yeah, this is what the sticks used to look like in those days, and
and
all the guys,
so
the gold medal team signed it, but they used wooden sticks like myself back in the day. And this is something that I love.
Which is very special,
It's all signed by the guys, the American flag, but with the stars.
Oh, that's awesome.
The wheelchair, so.
Oh, that's really special. That is beautiful, yeah.
So, yeah, all these years.
Yeah, where do you keep all your memorabilia? Do you have a special place for it? It's an incredible journey. Everything that fell into place just
yeah, I mean, we never dreamed about a medal, and then when we won the medal, all these years have passed, and all of a sudden we get the call for the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Hall of Fame, and that was incredible.
That's incredible. And then
the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame. I mean, after the first one we talked about, wouldn't it be cool if we could get into and just the recognition.
Did you realize at the time the impact that this win would have on the sport itself in the United States?
I didn't.
I would say at the time, no. We were like the spark that lit the fuse that caused the explosion of sled hockey in the United States. The U.S. owns and dominates this sport in the world, and they have since we started. And the bigger picture is how it helps families to me. That's what really inspires me to get this story out. So families that have a child that's maybe sitting home on the couch, there's an opportunity for him or her to get involved in the sport.
The team's gold medal success inspired a new generation of sled hockey players and increased participation in the sport. Programs like Northeast Passage support the ongoing mission to empower people living with disabilities through their adaptive sports programs. We'll find out more next. Northeast Passage, in partnership with the University of New Hampshire, is a program that strives to create an innovative and barrier-free environment for people with visible and invisible disabilities.
We are a very special team at Northeast Passage, the Northeast Passage Wildcats. About 40 athletes, ranging from young beginners and their kids, up to high-level accomplished Paralympians. To have the backing from UNH and to be a part of Northeast Passage is so special because we're able to skate 4 or so times a week here at the Whittemore Center in Durham. We have such a tremendous camaraderie. Not only do we work hard on the ice, but also, we really encourage each other to help each other get better and pursue our goals, both hockey related or non-hockey related.
I'm a recreational therapist with Northeast Passage. I'm on the recreation team, so we get to go out and into the community and provide different adaptive recreational events. It really has been an honor to represent my country, first of all, playing the sport that I love, but it's really a cool feeling to get to travel and then slowly also grow the sport in the other countries as well to hopefully soon get to the Paralympics.
Now I am here with Jill Gravink. She is the founder and the executive director of Northeast Passage. Thank you for coming, Jill.
Thank you for having me.
Just want you to describe what Northeast Passage is for everybody who doesn't know.
So Northeast Passage, we are a program of the University of New Hampshire. So our role within the university is to be a living lab for students and to also conduct research that helps to move the profession of adapted sport and recreational therapy forward. Outside of the university tie, what we do is we have a really robust adapted sports program, both recreational and competitive. The competitive program being where our sled hockey program lives and has been pretty successful. And then we also have a very robust veteran program where we work one-to-one with veterans in their home and then also bring them together for different adapted recreation activities, anything from fly fishing to woodworking.
So why did you decide to launch Northeast Passage?
So I started Northeast Passage really to be a landing pad for my patients that had been discharged. And then from there, there was a need and it just really blossomed and took off.
What kind of impact did the 2002 Paralympic sled hockey team have on the sport overall?
The impact of that was huge because we brought sled hockey to New England in like 1994. And we put a couple of people on the 1998 team and it was a rough go. In 2002, they snuck up on everybody. They snuck up on the world. And the impact of winning that just put sled hockey in the United States on this fast track to, public acceptance and Paralympic fame and just the growth of the sport. Currently, we have 55 athletes in our program, from little itty bitties to all the way up to the elite guys, and that I'm not sure that would have happened without the 2002 team.
There's a few members of that team as well who have been involved in Northeast Passage as well. Just kind of tell us about their relationship.
So we've been very involved in the development. Our coaches work with the development team. And we're now recruiting student athletes to come to UNH as part of our sled hockey program. And we're drawing students from all over the country. We've got 12 states represented. So the sport just continues to evolve and grow.
Just talk about the benefits overall.
I think that competitive sports, that team atmosphere, those things are all just tremendously important for just anyone, but I think it maximizes for athletes with disabilities.
Well, congratulations on what you're doing over there at Northeast Passage. It's a very special place. If you want to help out or at least look into it, Northeast Passage is here in New Hampshire. Check it out. This is definitely one of those incredible stories that not a lot of people know about, but now, as you talked about, the documentary is going to be coming out.
I told Rick years later when I started saying, we really got to document the story before we're gone, to just tell it. Hence the documentary and hopefully a full-length feature movie later. Principal photography is all done, editing is done, and so he said, the first 5 minutes you'll cry.
And with all this recognition, maybe hopes that maybe a movie will be in the works after the documentary?
Yep, we've gone through 5 iterations of the script, Rick. It's all ready to go.
That's how we started. That's why it took 10 years, through COVID and everything else.
Well, as I told you before, a miracle
where
took
we are.
24 years for that to be made after the 1980 Olympic team.
Crazy.
So you heard it here first. There's going to be a
Timing's
movie.
right.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, you guys, and good luck with the documentary and the potential movie coming.
Thank you.
Hopefully, one of
Thank you
these
for doing
days.
this.
Yeah, it'll be great. We all know it'll be an incredible story because it already is. That's it for this episode of Outside the Fame. Back in 2021, we took to the sleds, showing how challenging it is, but we gave it our best shot. We leave you with some on-ice highlights. Thanks for watching.
Woo! Oh, I don't know where I'm going. This is fun, kid. Oh! I can't get out. That's what I want to do. What's T-boning?
Stay right there.
Okay.
If I'm coming at you and you're
trying-
going and you run the sled, boom.
Oh my God. Oh, yes! Yes, baby! Oh my God, Nifty! Nifty, give me some love on that! Come on! Woo! I love it!
This episode of Outside the Fame has been brought to you by Northeast Passage. Define, pursue, and achieve.